Hello and welcome to this update from Clarken Racing. Well, Morphettville gets an early taste of spring carnival action this weekend with the running of the Spring Stakes over 1200 metres. Clarken Racing will be saddling up two runners, Still Frost and Tush. To talk about all this and more, I'm joined by trainer Will Clarken. Will, welcome along.
How you going?
Yeah, good mate. Let's start off with the social media sensation, Still Frost. He looked good in a recent trial in Gawler. How do you think he'll go on the weekend?
Yeah, look, he's come back in really good order. He's wound right up for Saturday. You know, he's very fit. We've stayed on top of his fitness. Didn't have long in the paddock. He trialled lovely. He's worked well since, and wearing the blinkers for the first time, I think he should race on the pace in a race where it doesn't look a lot of speed, and I think that'll really play to his advantage. So we're very positive going to the run chain.
Is there a long-term spring goal for Still Frost at this stage?
Look, at this stage, this is his sort of a fork in the road to see where he goes. There are a lot of races that fit the bill for him in Melbourne, but we want to see how he handles his first up assignment here on Saturday before we start really planning his spring campaign.
We also saddle up to Tush on the weekend, who was nothing short of sensational in his first preparation, winning his first 4 starts for the stable, including 2 good efforts over the border. What can we expect from him on the weekend?
Look, again, he hasn't had a lot of time in the paddock. He only had sort of 10 days off and he's back into work. He loves being in the stable. He's as tough as old boots. He trialled really well at Gawler. I was really happy with the last 100 metres. It didn't go hard in the trial and he really made ground late. He's on a Ballycarver Cup campaign, so it's a good kick-off spot for him, but don't be surprised if he's climbing off over their backs late.
We did win over this track and trip first up last preparation, so you don't think the 1200 will be too sharp for him?
The weight for age conditions against the race are against him, and if it was a handicap, I'd give him a solid each way chance. But obviously, being weight for age on Saturday and coming up against horses like Innkeeper and Still Frost, he's most probably going to just be tested a little bit.
You also saddle up a few other runners through the day. In race 6, you've got Diapason and It's Time for Magic. Diapason's an interesting runner. First up from the Chris Wally yard, purchased from the Magic Millions broodmare sale. What can we expect from her?
Yeah, we bought her from the Magic Millions. We identified her as a mare that was going well and could become a black type winner, and that's what the goal of her is. She's come down here. She hasn't had a lot of work with me yet. She's only sort of been in work with me for 8 weeks, but she had a trial at Gawler. She wasn't asked to do as much. She's pleased us on the track. Yep. She's going to get in an awkward spot in the race because she gets back a little bit. It's her first up run, but she'll be hitting the line in some sense.
This Time for Magic was good first up, I thought, running a nice second for the stable. Then a bit unlucky, I thought, second up, running into a few bums in the straight there, I should say, for lack of a better of a term. What can we expect from her on the weekend?
Yeah, look, she's a mare that has a really good high cruising speed. First up, for me, she ran second to Mystified, and it was a really solid run. She came off the bit early that day in the straight, and she's just a little bit weak when she comes off the bridle. So we've applied blinkers to her again on Saturday, and I think Emily Finnegan will let her roll and keep using her good high tempo, and hopefully that'll carry her a little bit further into the straight and might give her a chance not to be off the bridle so long. And I think she's a really solid chance on Saturday. She had a little freshen up. She had 1 trial, and I'm just really happy with the way the race shapes for her.
Very good. And in the last race, she was saddling up Mogul Empire, who's drawn barrier 363, I think I saw, 21 next to its name. Tough draw, but it does have ability, as shown last preparation.
Yeah, definitely. The horse has got a lot of ability. He's a lovely horse. The draw is slightly offset by, obviously, a very good rider in Jamie Carr. She'll use the barrier. She'll most probably end up, somewhere in the first 4. It's either really going to work for the horse or it won't. If they all kick up inside him, he's going to end up in getting a tough run. If it looks like he's going to slide across and get an easy run, I reckon he'll be in the finish. He's coming up well, and I hold high hopes for him over the spring.
If you'd like to get involved at Clarken Racing, please go to the website clarkenracing.com or hit us up on any of the social media platforms or email us at bloodstock@clarkenracing.com. Will, good luck for the weekend. Good luck with all your charges as we head towards the spring. Good luck to all the connections this weekend involved with all the runners, and thank you for watching this update from Clarken Racing.